Hey, in this video here on No Man's Sky, I am going to tell you about all the updates that's been happening over the last 6 years basically since this game has been released. We need an update video of actually what has changed in this game and what is new versus what is basically meh. For all this stuff. So I don't know how long ago you played this game, but usually this game lasted about 2 years for the mainstream. Then after that, it kind of got shuffled off to the side. But they've been updating this regularly and adding a whole bunch of new stuff to it and enhancing the game continuously. Now, are those enhancements worth coming back to this game and playing it or not? Let's answer that question and answer the question of what exactly is new throughout the whole series up until now. And this is still 2022, I believe. I don't really know for sure because I don't care. Yeah, so if you don't know what this is the new Nexus place where you have multiplayer connections. So this is the guy here you can talk to, and you can go on multiplayer missions. You can do them solo if you want. They're not too challenging, and I think they scale down effectively. There is a Quicksilver vendor right here, and that's a currency you can buy. And you can get some of it for free, but not enough to get the new living ship. There is a new living ship you can buy inside there, and it's a little egg, and you got to hatch it, and you get a nice cool living ship, and then you get new events that come across on the map when you're in space that gives you an egg, which you can you destroy the egg and you get upgrades for your ship and stuff like that. That's how you upgrade it. A new ship mechanic for people who want to spend money on the game. And of course, unless you want to keep trying to find out how to get the Quicksilver on your own, I don't know how. I only got like 600 for free so far, and it's mostly used for stupid, well, not stupid, I think they're stupid, but you might not, for decorations. There's been many improvements on decorations, a ton of decorations. I can try and show you that right now because that's another thing that they added. They added a whole system of buying recipes and stuff like that with your nanites and stuff like that. So before you could, at the start of the game, you really couldn't do that. They added this little place right away, but they kept on expanding it, and you can buy more upgrades with your nanites and your salvage data, of course. So you get your basic, prefabs that you had before, and your tech that you can learn. There's some new tech things in here. I think the livestock unit is new, so you can have an automatic feeder and feed your livestock and tame creatures, and you can get them for pets too. We'll do that later. There's a new there's the new Minotaur. There he is right there. That's a new tech bay, and you can have a nice little a mech going out there, a tech mech, whatever you want to call it, things like that. I'll go over that a little bit more. Right now I'm trying to show you the new things you can build, like decoration modules, like a ton of decorations, more decorations. I'm trying not to get in the way, for chairs and flags, and another whole section right here of things that make, that sound pretty neat. There's more decorations, a ton of decorations, and another set of decorations. You can have a wheelbarrow and cement mixers and stuff like that, which just are decorations. This is all decorations. I don't know if that should do a thing, and another one for tech things. So you can really decorate and illuminate your base and all that kind of stuff easily. And of course, they have, your regular structure. We already did this. Tons of decorations. Let's move on. There has been new systems for your exosuit and stuff like that. That's my starship. We'll go over that in a second. Yeah. So expanding your cargo slots. I don't know if they had this before exclusively or not, but yeah, you have a whole new cargo slot. They did not upgrade your technology, unfortunately. You're still stuck with the basic, slots right there. You can add more cargo. They did change the normal mode. It is now super easy mode. It's not really normal mode. It says normal, but I think it's really just too easy, and I was disappointed that I spent so many hours doing it, and then I figured out, hey, this isn't the normal mode I used to play a long time ago. As you can see, I have like 8,000, a stack of 8,000. That wasn't normal before. I guess normal you can stack things up to 999 per stack, and you're not really limited by your cargo space. So survivor mode is the mode which you'd be used to if you played it before, and recommend you do that again. So let's go over some of the other changes right there. I already told you about the ships. You can salvage your ships, and you get scrap, and all those ships that you find, you can scrap them, and you can get your money back. It's about close to 75% of the ship's worth. So if I scrapped my ship right here worth 8.8 million, I would get like 6 million back. Plus, since it's an S-Class, you get S-Class upgrades. So let's go to my starship here, the tech upgrades here. So you can get random upgrades like the shield batteries or anything. Any of these S-class upgrades, you'll get a couple of them, and each ship has its own designated set. So you might get 1, you might get 3, but every kind of ship will be stably the same. But let's not get into more detail on that later, or not later, maybe a different video. But yeah, there's different kinds of ships other than the living ships, which were a couple years ago that I didn't have any experience in yet. There is a new class of ship called the solar ship right here. So there's been some new ship variants, and the solar ship is, if you wanted to know, has a solar sail, which as you can see right there, 80% efficiency on your pulse drive, and it has that automatic recharging module for your thing automatically, so you don't need to build the other one. But anyways, yeah, so it's kind of neat flying around there. I'll fly around there in a second. So let's go over the other ships. Okay, you got you got the mech, right? So you got the new mech you can do. You got pets, and I can't summon my pet in here to show you it. I'll have to go somewhere else and do it. But yeah, you can. Oh, I can summon them. There he is. Oh, okay, can summon them here. So you can tame creatures with your creature pellets and tame them, and you can get a pet. And then they have different things. So he's feeling sad because I didn't pet him in a long time, and stuff like that. And you can have them have eggs, and you have to bring them to their native climate, as you can see, for them to lay their eggs. And then there's there's an egg simulation thing, like, or whatever, genetic manipulator thing that you can change their appearances and stuff like that, and then give them upgrades. You can do a whole bunch of things with pets. They did a whole bunch of cosmetic changes. The graphics has been changed to keep up with times. Like, I still can't run this game on highest graphics settings for my computer, even though it's, you know, an older game, because they keep updating it, and everything has been updated, and the graphics. So if you're on a top of the line system, you can play on max graphics, and this game will look awesome, like, you know, as it did before. They keep upgrading all the cosmetic stuff, and they keep upgrading the multiplayer stuff, because that's where lots of people actually keep playing, because of the multiplayer, I assume. So yeah, they fixed a whole bunch of things like teleporters. They're faster, it's more organized. You get more information out of them when you click on them. So I don't know how much they didn't have all the information there before, but you can. It's a lot easier to do things and teleport and stuff like that. They're supposed to be faster, but who knows? Other than the pets and the feeding the new pets, and then it's just basically tons of new base building options, and not much for actual effect. You know, all the things have been rebalanced, of course, and more balancing issues. If you're playing a long time ago, you could build a whole bunch of plants and farm the crap out of them right away. But now there's a time limit on it. Some of these plants that used to grow take like 18 hours for them to actually be ready to be harvested. So you're not going to be doing it repeatedly over and over again to make a whole bunch of money right away for that. So lots of balancing issues like that. But you know, if you play every day, you just go in there and harvest once a day, you're fine. And money isn't really that much of an issue until you really want to upgrade your ship. So now you can upgrade your ship. Where did they park my ship? Oh, right inside the building again. That's not the first time they've done that. So they parked my ship right inside the building. Aren't they nice? Nice. So yeah, they still have issues like this. They did not fix. They didn't fix any of the other issues before with that. If you remember, the oxygen harvester not working. So if you have two oxygen harvesters, you can't put them side by side anymore. But if you have two of them, they start not working, and you come back, you log in, and they have 0, and they used up all your fuel. They didn't fix things like that still, because they're focused on graphics and multiplayer stuff, which kind of ruins the experience in my book for that. So let's go back. I was trying to tell you something about the ships. Your cargo spaces here, right? Now you have upgrades. You can upgrade your cargo spaces at the space station, and these things cost like $1 million, then $2 million, then it gets up to $20 million right away. They don't start at $1 million, but it will be costly until you want to actually scrap your ship and scrap other ships and get the resources. Yeah, this ship is pretty fast. It's pretty nice. But yeah, it's got the solar sails, and let's go and check those out there if you want to see what the solar ship looks like. We'll get into space. You see it's got the nice little solar sails like that. And where is the thing there, so I can show you that? Oh, there it is. It's pretty far. No, start traveling. Yeah, it's far away. So let's get on to some others. They added, other than the pets, they added expeditions. So that expansion was at the start of the game. You'll notice when you start again, there's another option that you can play, and these little things here are let's get this right. Another object of interest. So you'll get that kind of message will pop up a lot. And this guy is just a trader. So yeah, so I don't want to really talk to him. He just wants to trade stuff. So that is the whole thing there. So there's crash freighters in space now. There's a whole bunch of other events. There's a lot of different events and things like that are happening all at once for more in-depth stuff, robust gameplay. But yeah, for the expeditions there at the start, those are you start a whole new game basically, and you have missions to go through, and they are timed missions. So you have to be experienced at what you're doing, and you go through there and complete the missions. And once you do, you unlock permanent effects on all your saved games basically. So you unlock some cool effects or some abilities. They're not game changing or breaking the game and stuff like that. So you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. But they're mostly cosmetic and for show. Try to get in there. Freighter's in the way. Okay, that's why I couldn't see it. Let's not hit my freighter. Run into the thing. And show you the space station. Well, okay, let's carry on what we're loading in there. They added Sentinels. They added a whole bunch of stuff with the Sentinels. Sentinels have repair bots that are drones with them right there. More of them spawn in, and they are more difficult to kill. They also have better drops. They have different drops and stuff like that. So it's been expanded. There are Sentinel bases on the planet now, so you can go in there, and that's a cool thing that I like to. I always like games when they add stuff like that. They add a Sentinel base. You go in there, you can destroy their base, and they'll stop the Sentinels from spawning on that planet for a certain duration of time. So that is pretty neat. If you wanted to do that, you can. There's ways of finding them, and you find them, and you stop them from spawning and stuff like that, and that's pretty cool. Now the other thing is, let's go take a look at the thing right here. So. Let's take a look at the ships. So on your ships, you keep finding a whole bunch of ships. Using your sub is the best way to find a whole bunch of crappy ships earlier on, and just follow the missions. But you have a new system right here for. I like this system right here. So you can get upgrades and upgrade your ship. You can salvage it. So upgrading your ship, you can upgrade everything like this. I have an augmentation, so I didn't even know I had one of those on me. So so you can apply these augmentations. And they just come up in here like this, and so those are free. I think I might have had two. So yeah, you can increase your ship size like that, and then of course it still kicks you out of the menu. Like I'm not done yet. I still don't like that. They don't fix things like that. They're interface things. So you can, when you're upgrading your ship, you can also pay for it. Yeah, I don't like that effect either. So yeah, 40 million units to upgrade my storage. Yeah, no thank you. That's why you get those other storages. That's why you scrap other ships. So you can go in there and you can buy these other ships, and then you can just scrap them right away, and you can get those expansion slots for a lot cheaper. So if I bought this one right here, I could sell this for like, probably 1.8 or something like that. You wouldn't lose too much on it. You lose a couple million, but you don't get very much for scrapping. For other resources, for B class, you get B resources that you can sell. So if you want those these nice little S class upgrade modules that you can sell for 500 nanites or so, and you're going to want to destroy some S class ships to do that. So yeah, it's just fun. You can go around, find S-class ships, and scrap them for parts, and expand your other good ships to your heart's content. So there's lots of ship upgrades. You can upgrade your multi-tools. You can have up to 8 ships now, so don't worry about being left in the dark and screwed that way. You can have lots of multi-tools you can switch. So you can easily swap your multi-tools, and you can have more than 4. I forget the number. It might be 6. It might be 5. So you can switch your multi-tools. A lot of new multi-tool effects also. There is new upgrades from these. You can get these from just destroying the Sentinels. They drop a different kind of loot now, and you'll get random upgrades. So that's why it's questionable. So yeah, the 2% is not really that great, but I just wanted to stick them on there. Other than the cloaking device, which is new. Also, and what else is new on there? The paralyzing module might be new. It probably is new. But yeah, so you can upgrade. So I don't even have the remember when you're first playing a long time ago, you get the scanner upgrades and you just go all out on scanner upgrades. I don't do that yet, but that's why multiple multi-tools is probably a good way to go. And you can expand your multi-tools the same way. So let's go back there. I should do that. As you can see, this one was full. You get upgrades like you just got with the thing right there, and you can upgrade your multi-tool the same way you do the ship. So you can expand your slots, and with your thing too. Here's the bay right here. So yeah, so this new station right here, you can upgrade your multi-tool and improve its storage. So new storage slots, you can upgrade the class. A lot on that, nice to do that, and they got the expansion slots also for that too. So this one's full, so I can't upgrade it anymore, but I definitely don't have 25k nanites. I would take a lot of farming to do that. But yeah, if you wanted a quick tip for the farming, if you don't want to look for other tips, if you're going to play this game, that would be worth quite a bit. You'd probably get 1 or 2 expansion slots out of that, and a couple A-class ones. But yeah, the way the ships work is they have a first wave scenario on all the systems that you go to. There's a first wave. It's not a random ships, so they're guaranteed a certain ships for each system that you're in. And how you find that out is you go into your ship and you do your temporary save. I'll just try and explain this quickly, so sorry about that. So you go into your ship, you create a temporary save. There's your temporary save, and then you reload the game. So once you reload the game, the first 5 or 6 ships will be the first wave, and then you take a look at those ships. It'll take a minute for them to spawn in, but yeah, you take a look at the ships, and if you see an S-class ship come in off the first wave, he will keep coming in. So you buy the ship, you scrap it, you save it, you reload it, and then that same ship will come in there. It'll be a random generation of that ship, so it might have more slots or less slots, but the salvage value will be the same for not the actual value on the credits, but the actual value for the that's the same ship but C-class. Anyways, yeah, so they can spawn in everywhere, those new solar ships. And that's how you get those expansion slots and extra nanites, and you can use all your money and do that stuff that way. Okay, the other thing is the outlaws. Now you can be a pirate. So there is other things you can do. So if you wanted to go around and attack all those freighters that have all the loot, and you wanted to just continue to have bad rep and not go by the standard, I want to do all the good stuff and have to be nice, there are ways to get around it. And you can't teleport to a pirate base. You don't have clearance. So that is the one thing. So I'm going to go back to my base here, and then from your base or your you can put your portal on your freighter if you want. You can't portal to your freighter though, unfortunately. That would be too much of a game issue to actually be able to do that, I guess. But that would be kind of neat if you could. But you can portal from it. So you have to go to the space station there, and so this was the latest update, is adding the pirates, and that might be where they added the solar ships right there. So now we can go to a pirate system, and those are represented by a skull. So there's ones right there. We'll take that one right there. So as this is a skull, pirate controlled, so we can warp to that one. There's no restrictions from your base, and these space stations are different, and you can do the same kind of missions. They have the smuggler outlaw mission board, similar to the other merchant guilds, whatever you call them. I forget what they call them. I really didn't care about their names. I just said, guys, where you go to get missions. So you can do the outlaw missions. You can get outlaw loot, and then you have there's random events where they scan your ship and say, hey, you got when you're in a normal system, they scan your ship randomly, and they say, hey, you got contraband loot. We're going to have to take that all from you, and if you don't like that, we're going to have to attack you and send sentinels after you and stuff like that. So yeah, then you got to do lots of more fighting. So this is what this little base looks like. It's basically they took it over and jerry-rigged it all, and they have all these guys sitting out here. All these things have have all the other tools that the other bases would have normally. The vendors would be different. They have new vendors upgrades too. So see right here, they are suspicious scanner modules, and they don't tell you what to do. These X-class modules are not guaranteed to be better. Most of the time they're going to be worse than S-class, and you just have to keep buying them, and you can buy as many as you want, of course, but you have to get random and see if you can get random. But the important thing is you can get better than S-class upgrades off of this guy right here. So you can get better than S-class, so there has been more improvement on that, so you can really go nuts on your upgrades and get really a lot more better upgrades. I don't know how much better they are, but an improvement is an improvement. That's all it is. So you still get the same missions where you can go raid and attack people and steal some other guy's stuff. Lots of pirate hunting missions. Well, I don't know why they want to target them, but destroyed a pirate and these guys are pirates. Doesn't make sense why they did that, and I don't know why. It's like, you know, these guys are pirates and they say go attack other pirates. That doesn't. I wouldn't do that. I say go attack the other guys. Go attack other freighters and good ships and stuff like that in their base. So those are the legal goods that you can buy. I saw no things like you can sell this stuff for the same price at the other place. So you're not making any money. But there's new things like suspicious package of goods. It's more RNG stuff. So there's RNG stuff for all things. They've upgraded like everything like that. And there's your suit upgrade. I've already gotten it, of course. And other modules like this. And they added an interface on the space stations now, so you can visit the station's core and you can input different things in there. You still can't go through the text very fast, so yeah. That's the different missions for these guys, and if you go into a space station that where you're an outlaw and they don't like you, you can go up to the core inside the real space station there, and you can buy things that say, hey, I'm good now. I'm not a bad pirate no more, and you get your reputation back to normal, so you can actually trade and stuff like that inside those places, and they won't hate you for it. Yeah, there's all other things, other goods and stuff like that. Yeah, that's a nice. What a dinky multi-tool that is. Anyways, so that basically rounds up all the updates that we have for No Man's Sky here. Some of them are pretty neat. You just got more missions you can go on. Lots of things have been fine-tuned for multiplayer and all the upgrading options. So all the things that you want to do before, like upgrade your multi-tool, you can. You can get multiple multi-tools, you can multiple ships. You can scrap your ships and upgrade your ships to your heart content. And a lot of base building options. So if you're into building a huge bases, you can have a lot more options. You have lots of pets you can get. You can breed your pets. Well, they don't breed. They solo breed by dropping eggs and DNA manipulation and stuff like that. All that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of different things you can do now. And most of these expansions and upgrades to this game have been on graphics and things like that. So you won't be disappointed if you're into all the high-tech graphics and stuff like that, because they spent a whole lot of work upgrading their graphics and menu systems like that. They just didn't upgrade their things like, hey, the oxygen machine is still buggy and you still doesn't work. So why didn't you fix that instead of actually doing other stuff? But we will never know why they don't fix things like that, because that requires them to do actual work than actually adding in more graphics and stuff like that. Because adding in more graphics seems to be easy compared to actually fixing basic game mechanics that they don't want to fix. So yeah, see, it took a while for these ships to come in here, and you check them all out there and see if the system has any nice S-class ships coming in. They don't, so this isn't a good system. I know one of the other pirate bases had one that I know of. It's all random until you find out exactly what kind of ships are going to be coming in the first wave. Kind of a neat thing to do. But yeah, so other than that, you get your pets and multi-tools, and they added some music and other effects, blah blah blah, lots of stuff that, so you won't be disappointed in that regard. And I might go and try the new mech thing sooner or later, and if I want to go attacking those super sentinels and stuff like that. So a lot of things you can do, and a lot more ways to make a whole bunch of cash and stuff like that. So that is it. Thanks for watching. I hope this was more informative than what you're used to on these updates, because yeah, I tried looking for what the hell is going on in these updates and I found crap all. So yeah, so I hope this helped you out and explained to you exactly what the actual updates are. Well, not the actual whole technical every little thing, but the rounded down version. It's the simplified version of basically what is new in No Man's Sky over the last 4 or 5 years or whatever, how long you've been playing it for. And if you wanted to come back to it or not, I hope I showed you some of the new things that might make you come back to it, or, maybe not. Who knows? Up to you. And so, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.